The Iowa caucuses are just days away, and it will be the first major test in the Democratic primaries. Our reporter Annalise Nielsen is in Iowa. And Annalise, one of the key demographics that really backed Trump was the agricultural sector, farmers. You've spoken to a few of them. What are they saying?
Well, they're saying it's going to be just as tight a race this time around as it was last time around. And it really was that demographic of farmers here in Iowa that saw it swing towards Trump in a shock that really, for so many people, signalled the fact that Trump was going to win and have a very explosive 4 years. We've been on the ground here in Iowa for quite some time. I've spoken today to one farmer. Now, Kieran, as you know, sometimes it's really hard to find talent. Other times it kind of falls in your lap. This one is actually a relative of mine. My sister's father-in-law, Dale Arends, is a farmer here in Iowa. He's one of the rare Democrats out in this part of the world, and he said that the reason Donald Trump has had so much success with many of the farmers here is he's talking their language.
Part of it is that he talks the language that they want to hear. Most farmers are very socially conservative. Most of them think the government regulations are handicapping them. Billions of dollars have gone to farmers over the last couple of years because of the impact of the tariffs on China. And people are still buying it. Kieran Dale is a long-time caucus goer, and he says he's going to be going this time like he has many years before. And it is going to be a tight race. There's no one clear front runner this time around, like we saw when Barack Obama really whipped up so much excitement here in Iowa. This time there is a tight field. Joe Biden does seem to be edging ahead, along with Bernie Sanders, has had a lot of support. And we see that financing shows that he has a lot of those small donations, which indicate more of a grassroots movement. But Dale Arends is going for one of the smaller candidates, Amy Klobuchar from Minnesota. He says that he thinks she might have the chance to pull through. I like that she's not quite so far to the left. I do think that Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren both have ideas that are so, they just make a lot of people uncomfortable. And my fear above all is that Donald Trump will be president for 4 more years.
Of course, Kieran, the beauty of the Iowa caucuses is anyone could take the eventual victory, and it is just 2 days away. We've seen some massive campaigns hit, including advertising campaigns, just to try and get those last 2 days to go in their favour. So far, we've seen over $70 million spent on advertising in Iowa alone. It's pretty extraordinary for a state of 3 million people, just how much effort has gone into swinging this state. There are the critics of the Iowa caucuses, though, that this state is too homogenous, that it doesn't represent the greater American belief that there aren't enough minorities here as well. But it is an early starting ground, and what the saying is that there are 3 tickets out of Iowa. It's the time when the contenders are separated from the pretenders.
Annalise Nielsen, great to see you. Look forward to chatting to you over the next couple of days as we see the first Democratic test of this presidential year. Thanks for that. Annalise Nielsen, live from Iowa.